assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use.
You gonna put on Discord?
Yeah.
Currency as a store of value. We call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. There's a name for
There's a
them.
name for
We call them poor. We call them poor. Okay.
Right? Like, the point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever more. Forever.
Right, but we can all look Bitcoin sort of as
Forever more.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. There's a name for them. We call them poor. 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 Okay.
Hold on.
I like that one too, the NSYNC one.
I'm gonna find my thing now. Give me just a second, guys.
Everybody long the Ponzi. Everybody.
Oh yeah, this is the Backstreet Boys one, not
Yeah.
NSYNC. Not NSYNC.
Bitcoin's back, alright. Yeah. Goddamn.
I'm not a dancer, but this would be one that I would try.
Backstreet Boys and NSYNC wasn't your favorite in the 90s?
No.
It was mine. I was like 7. So for me, it was all the rage.
Straight to the moon, get your ticket now.
My first concert was NSYNC.
There we go. Gotta get control of my fucking thing here. What's up, guys? Yes. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Welcome back to the channel. What's up, Jess?
What's up, GP? How's it going?
Man, it's going good. We were talking before, as we do. I always like to do that, especially on podcasts. Sometimes it can get weird just to sit down and turn on a camera. You know, especially if they're, you're getting used to it, but let's say you're not used to it. The best thing, I'll get them. We talk so long, they forget we're even recording. And then it's like, hit the button. Let's go. Now they're comfortable, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Lisa, Lucky 71 Capital. That's her thing. I told her she's going to have to do a partnership with MFG Capital so we can buy a mansion down here on Esplanade as a business.
That'd be sick.
So I just hung out with, let me see if, it's taking me a second here, guys. I'm in my house in New Orleans and, you know, Crimea River problems. But when you set up in your different places, the monitors are slightly different. No bullshit. I have to wear different glasses to see the different, you know what I mean? And then it's like, whoa, I brought the wrong ones. And then I can't even, my controls.
You have to wear different glasses that you wear in Texas.
Because it's further away. Right. And so the controls, I'm like, where's the button? You know, and then
that sounds crazy. 2 different pairs of glasses?
3. So not only am I day trading, running the YouTube stream, switching between things, I'm having to change glasses and talk and keep the conversation under flow. Now, one thing I will say, if you're old, if you're aging, and they always tell you play puzzles and games to keep your mind. No, just to be a YouTuber.
Yeah, yeah, you learn. Yeah, because you're learning new skills.
Yeah,
That's
and your brain will be
and you're
fucking.
doing. Yeah, also along with playing games and like word puzzles, learning a new skill is another way,
It is
which is
definitely.
probably better than playing game. I mean, I guess it's
I think
pretty
so.
similar. It just
Better to do
depends
this.
what the
Make
game is.
goddamn
If
money, right?
yeah,
Speaking of which, this morning when I woke up, I think I sent you a message and I said, guess who's up $480 on
Nvidia.
Nvidia. So Nvidia was our trade of the week, I believe, right? Let me see.
Yeah, it was. Was our trade of the week, and Bohr was the backup.
Let's go to Substack. Man, I like that more. Pull this up. That little button that I hit right there to click to this. It looks different. It's configured different on the monitor here. And so you get used to buttons in the right place. You know, it's a control panel.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I have to have like, this is always on my left. It has to be on my left. Let's see. Tim, what's up, man?
Good afternoon, Tim. I can't believe it's the afternoon already. Oh my god. Time flew by.
Yeah, that's the problem. Especially if you talk about things, both people enjoy, love, you can get lost in that, huh?
Yeah.
I love it, man. It's and then every once in a while you bump into someone, you're like, if I have to talk to this person for 15 more fucking seconds, isn't it weird that someone can have such a personality that just fucking speaking to them right now makes you want to
Yeah.
choke them. And then someone else, you could spend 4 hours and you're like, is it 4 o'clock? Oh shit, I gotta
Yeah.
go. And it's crazy how that works, man. I love this thing I wrote here. There is no limit on thinking. It is one of the hardest of labors. Holding thought. This is kind of my variation on that part in the Science of Getting Rich. Holding thought in formless substance. Hey guys, that is my number right there, 936-661-7786, man. You could always text me if you're bored, just sitting at a bus stop. No calls, please, unless we have a scheduled call. You can go to the website, geraldpeters.info. But that wasn't why I had that on there. You should have people that you text, cool people and I wonder how many people have that in their life. Let me take this down. You probably didn't have it in your life before me. Where people who text you could just possibly make you money, like just because they text you. You know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah.
they send you a text and someone's like, "What are you doing?" Oh, hold on a second. So and so just text me. I gotta look at this because what they're saying could buy me a car. What you're saying is really boring, right? You need friends like that, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, I have people all the time tell me, he goes, "Bro, I don't give a fuck if it's 3 a.m. Text me." They have their phone off or whatever, and they're like, if GP texts me, I'm probably not sending a funny meme. We got to be pretty goddamn close for me to do that.
Yeah.
What you told me you only look at ones that the closest people to you.
Oh yeah, like if you send me reels,
Yeah, you're probably
I'm most likely not watching it.
right. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get a day.
Yeah.
100 people will be like, "Oh, gee, I saw this, thought you'd think it was funny."
Yeah, like
Okay,
I don't mind a picture meme, but like the reel, like when you just have like a bunch of reel, like you can't keep up. Like I don't even want to watch them. I don't.
yeah, and how
I
many
just
people in yours around? I mean, yours is limited, right? I don't know how many hundreds.
yeah, I can't.
Yeah, mine's 200,000 people.
Yeah, I
And
can't even imagine the amount of
yeah,
reels that you get.
and if 500 of those people think you're awesome, out of 200,000 that follow you, it's possible that 500 of them think you're awesome, and they actually think they know you. And and I try to be like that on purpose. And then they'll send you, "Hey, look what my son did yesterday." It's it can be overwhelming at times, and not always, not in a bad way, but Hey, here's
Yeah.
the Peters report, staying one step ahead of the market. It's what we're trying to do. And you want friends that are trying to do that. And if you, hey man, if you got friends that are doing that, like they're working it, they're trying hard, work with those people, keep them in your group, man. Send them gifts. An example of that, if I see the right thing, because I know Dan, you know, I know his personality.
Yeah.
I know I'm like, this is a stock for Dan. Like I know that in my head, based on how it moves, based on his skill level. And so I have friends like that. All the people that I get to know, I'll text, hey, Mike, you'll like this stuff. Because I know he likes fast flow. I mean, he likes they move 30, 40 fucking % a day because he's an
Wow.
options trader. He needs bang. He doesn't need a 1% slow grind up like we would want in the margin account. And the margin account, if that bitch would just be 1 cent higher every day, we'd be rich, right? I mean, we would just keep adding, keep buying, 1 penny tomorrow, right? And so it has a personality. Man, yeah.
Yeah.
So text that to people, but that's getting to know people, man. That's in. I don't think most people put that much thought into it. That,
No.
yeah. I mean, you're starting to feel that now, that way that you probably weren't thinking that when you first started working with me, that there will be people who will contact you and directly say, hey, Jess, I want to thank you. And you're like, for what? The other day you mentioned blah, blah. I bought that, but I was able to pay for my kids' braces.
Yeah, that's huge.
And they didn't have the money before, but they had some money in their brokerage, you know?
Yeah.
And then they made enough that they could take that out. They still have money they're trading, and they paid for their kids' dental bill. That was not your intention when you put it out.
No, not at all.
And I would tell you, this is the weight of what we're doing. Like,
Yeah, it's awesome.
yeah, there'll be people that their children's college will be paid off because of one fucking trade.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so they want me to actually be into it. The best thing for you, if I'm your friend, is that you just pat me on the head and say, keep reading, Joe. Like that's the best thing, you know. It's not to distract me and have me doing it, but it's to put me to work. And so make sure you check that. And that's the power. Let me put back over here. Like all of this in here you can take it for granted, right? Maybe not me and you, because we have hours and hours into the work, right?
Yeah, we still could.
But we still can. We can take for granted what's on the other side, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes you'll be like, man, why are you listening to this? Because someone's, complaining or doing whatever. And it's like, that's just my way of reminding myself what is on the other side. This is actually a really dumb person. And his only hope at retirement is that someone like me overlooks the dumbness long enough to sit here and talk to this guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know a guy at Bank of America getting paid is not going to. He's like, fuck this
Definitely
guy.
not.
It's the weekend. Today's Friday. Me and my boys are going fishing. I'm out. But, G's going to sit and listen to your dumbass. And then try to mold and get you on the right track, I don't know. I was thinking that the other day, because sometimes I'll think, what is my value proposition? Like, why should anyone even talk to me? Like I'll ask myself that. And I was saying that to Michael. Let me get going here. And he's like, what are you talking about? You're the GOAT. And I was like, okay, I get you saying that. But I got to remind myself all the time is I need to know I have value. And it not be your confidence isn't based on nonsense. It's like I actually am valuable. I actually am helping these people. So that's what'll
Right.
keep you going when you don't feel like doing it, So here we go. Peter's report of the week. It was Nvidia.
Yeah.
Not a hard pick, right?
No, not at all.
But that's what we do. We stalk things, right? We want to get in at the
Yeah.
right time. Yeah, we're not trying to buy it because it's at the high. We're trying to buy it because it's set up for us now.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That concept right there where and again, this is something that you're like, yeah, no shit. That's taken for granted. We take for not granted. We don't, it becomes so internalized in us
Yeah.
that that you can, and I'll look at
It's
people
so
like,
obvious to
how
us.
can you be so fucking dumb and not buy this, dude? Like, but in their world, it's just not a thing. It's not something they're watching. They're watching the Super Bowl. There will be people who will invite people to their home this weekend. They will go to Kroger's, HEB, spend hundreds of dollars. They will decorate the fucking house. They will have people, they will make a 2-day event out of this,
Yeah, that's true.
but won't go read about Bohr at all.
Or
Won't
they
spend,
probably don't. They probably never heard of Boar.
but they will be in our group. They have heard of Bohr. I have texted them about it, and they'll still put 2 fucking days into a game on television and then ask me, why do you like Bohr, dude? And I go, bro, if you put
Yeah.
5 fucking minutes into reading about it, you would know. It's not a secret. It's not like I found something underneath a rock in the back from a fucking angel or on a plate. It was I just read the website. And then I looked at the chart, and then I searched some news, and then I looked at the earnings, and I read the history of the company like you did, right?
Mhm.
And what was it you said to me yesterday? Man, after reading this on board, I really like this.
Yeah. I found a lot of interesting stuff about them.
Right. So how do I convey that to everyone? I can't. I just show them a chart. So that's the problem. When you just look at a chart, you don't know shit. All you see is a number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to read to know things, man. You got to read on these stocks. So look at this right here. This is a perfect. Hold on. This is a perfect setup. Man, I'm going to put it right there too.
Yeah.
Because the day we got excited, or the day I did. Now, not to say that I'm not that way because the wind blows. I am. But this, look at, when it broke the box,
Came back in.
and it came back in. Now, you've heard me say that, I don't know how many times, probably.
Thousands at this point.
Right. But when you're first hearing that, it's not that big a deal, right? I mean, you're not, it's like, okay, it's back in the box, whatever. You're not, there's no books on that.
Yeah.
I'm the only one I have ever heard teach this. Ever.
They probably are.
And I have 600 books on trading. I've never heard anyone. This is all proprietary stuff. I'll come up with it. And what makes me laugh is sometimes I'll teach that to someone, and then they run off and they're telling a family member. And I'm like, as if, hey, it's just something somebody told me. I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to tell these people. And they don't realize it's like not taken for granted. I don't think that's the word. It's kind of like we come home and we turn the lights on. Edison developed, he devoted his entire life so you could do that. And nobody gives a fuck about him.
Everyone forgot.
Yeah, everyone forgot. And they'll do that in the money flow like that. I'll show them something that took 7 fucking years of my life and losing $100,000. And they'll just like, oh, hey, let me show you what I learned. And then it's like they're a stock expert now.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm glad I could save you that $100,000 in 7 years, sir. Maybe mention my name. And then they're like, why are you so egotistical? And it's like, it's not even that, man. It's like, so if I ever get mad at you, just take a little of that into context. That's why. Let's see. Amgen profits. Man, I know a little guy from Texas that picked the bottom on that. You're an Amgen.
Amgen, Amgen was nice.
Let's see. I'm also day trading Nvidia. You know what I may start doing? This is a good idea. Man, am I not just full of good ideas all the time? Like, whatever I'm listening, and if I'm talking and if I turn to them and go, this is a good idea, it means I've already thought it, and then now I'm saying it. Now I'm realizing it's a good idea, and I'm saying it to you. If they were smart, they'd write that down real quick. I can't even say good ideas around the professor. And I know that. And we're friends.
Why? Because he'll take them?
Instantly go do it. Like if you say something to him that is a good idea or a trade, he doesn't do the, oh, let me ask my wife. Let me go to the bathroom and forget about it. Like he literally while looking at you. I'm like, what'd you do? Oh, I just text my assistant to get her on to check on what you're just saying.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
And you're like, bro, that's just an idea I had. I'm not well. If you're not on it right now, I'll start Monday. And
oh my God.
Yeah, and I was like, I laughed. No, Monday they were shooting for the idea.
Oh my God.
But it was, and I don't, and it's not like I'm mad about it. It was a lesson.
Yeah.
And I mean, I take action. That was taking action. And
yeah,
I was like, hey, yeah, don't talk out loud to people. You don't want to take. So some of my friends, you don't talk around if you got a secret idea. Because those motherfuckers will do it immediately. Other people will spend 8 years, 4 courses, and fucking before they finally take action, you know?
Yeah.
Let's
this
see.
Nvidia trade's just going straight up.
Yeah. So here's what I was going to tell you. Yeah, this is, I mean, dude, we gave people thousands of dollars this week if they wanted it. I woke up I was up 450. I trimmed it out. I got short, made some more money, got back in on the long.
Oh my God.
And I texted my friend, what are you guys doing? They were eating donuts. All right, cool. I made $900.
Did you tell them that you made 900?
And they're like, oh, what are you doing? I'm counting the money, bro. What are you doing? Eating donuts. Okay. I'm gonna order donuts now. Mine are free. Like it just shows you mindset and what you're thinking.
God.
Right.
I agree.
Tim says,
I know I've given away so many free copies of you don't have to die broke book and the science of getting rich too. Like I have like copies here, then sometimes just give them out.
All right, now Tim, I can't let I'm Tim's age. And even if he was 10 years older than him, I grew up with people doing what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
For you, that'd be grandma. I mean, this is a push out, right?
Yeah.
So like people about 10 years older than you guys, some of you still kind of like some of the same music. There's a little overlap.
Yeah.
You get another decade out and then the third decade out and they're looking at you like, you kids. It starts about 2 decades out, right? So Tim said, do you know what a ham radio is?
No.
That's the technology. It's a technology.
I was just like, what is he talking about?
He said ham radio. Tim, man, with the Florida jokes, man. All my ham radio friends know.
What does that even mean?
I'm going to let Tim send you stuff on it. Hey, Tim, send Jess some stuff on the ham radio to explain to her. Maybe an invite to come and sit in on your guys' club.
He has a club?
Ham radio. When people play Dungeons and Dragons, they get together in little groups.
Well,
if you're a nerd, you gotta find nerds. It's the only people that'll do it.
So his group is called a ham radio?
No, ham radio is a type of radio, CB like radio you can over the airways. Before regular radio, you could talk.
But there's a group?
Yeah. It's like Telegram, but for old people.
So they meet up in person?
A lot of
they're
times,
still using these ham radios.
And you talk, and then you go, hey, we got Telegram down. Oh, no, but we can do this. Break your frog, man. This is that. You get what I'm saying? That's CB talk. But ham radio is very similar. Like you get a name, but we have handles in our trading group. They have handles too. Tim, tell us your name in the ham group. Come on, man.
Everglades Amateur Radio Club?
And I'm not making fun of it at all. My uncle's a ham radio guy. He talks to motherfuckers in China. He had like 75 fucking grand.
But
he has radio antennas at his house that go like 100 feet in the air.
But the clubs still meet up even though they don't use this technology anymore?
No, they do use it.
Oh, okay. They're still in use. Okay.
It's just a nerd here talking to a nerd in China. You know, or like a stock club. Like I got people from Afghanistan in my fucking trading thing on Telegram. It's like we're the same nerd, you know.
So they're still using these things.
Yeah, we'll get one now. We're gonna get in on this with them. We'll start doing a show on ham radio. KM4DFR. That's your name, bro? I don't even know.
Ham defer. Yeah.
differ. Oh, it stands for something. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
good stuff because, and the point of that is that at a time, this was modern technology. And there's a book out there called Radio. It is a fascinating book. I read it, and it was because I'm in marketing, I'm in messaging and getting messages out. Radio was the very first way to do that. It was pre-television. Radio started it all, and it was a wave, and there was many women that were involved in the dude, there was a guy at his house in a garage, like we're talking about with Nvidia. Let me pull this Nvidia chart up. What was one of your facts you had there? You had some interesting on
One
Nvidia.
second.
Tim, I'm gonna get this book. It's The Spread of Radio, and it was a woman and this guy.
So in 1993, Jensen Wang and his co-founders started Nvidia with just $40,000, sketching out their vision on napkins at a Denny's restaurant in San Jose, California. Today, Nvidia is worth over $1 trillion, one of the most successful tech companies ever built from scratch. So they were started at Denny's on a napkin.
All right, now I'm gonna.
When a Nvidia IPO'd in 1999, if you had 10 grand invested in 1999, it'd be worth over 10 million today. It's one of the best performing stocks of the century.
You know what is funny about that? It almost looks obvious, right? Like when you look back,
Yeah.
you're like, man, how did I miss this?
Yeah.
I mean, we've all missed it.
It looks so obvious.
Right. They all do. So people will say to me, young kids come here, why didn't you just buy Amazon and hold it this whole time? I had a kid once say that to me, like, I'm doing all this stuff. I'm trading. He's like, I don't know, 18, 19. He's looking at his thing and goes,
yeah, but why didn't you buy Amazon back then?
I know. I had that. Right. He's the first one ever just stop. Hey, stop talking. Explain to me why. And I was like,
yeah, like how come you don't have shares of Google, Amazon, and all those things?
I have Google and Amazon.
But from when it came out?
I wasn't into tech.
Yeah, like, oh, that's true. Like, were you even trading then?
Yeah, I mean, I've owned Blackstone for 13 years. I've owned Pepsi for 17. If you've owned Amazon for 17 years, you're rich.
Right, like Pepsi was like probably you already missed the Pepsi like IPO.
Right.
thing,
So
but,
I make 9 to 12% a year consistently for 17 years holding Pepsi. And so I've made a lot of money, but not 5,000%.
yeah, like how come you don't have Microsoft from back then? Were you like
right.
in your right?
Were
you even yeah?
And so I looked at him, and as I sat and thought on a second, I go, how much Uber do you have? And he was like,
And
none.
he had none. So that's the same. Yeah, exactly.
We're all the same. We're all making the same mistakes, doing the same thing. And then usually we're in our own head, and through our own activity, we make no money.
Yeah, like in 10 or 20 years, people will say the same thing about Tesla too.
They're going to look back at you. Some kid's going to look at you and go, okay, Miss Stock Lady with all your shit. Why didn't you fucking buy cart and just hold it?
Yeah, Airbnb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Airbnb, DoorDash.
True, yeah.
And then you're gonna look at him and go, well, there was a meme crash and it went straight down, and I sold everything at a big loss. And then I got into options trading and Forex, and then I was doing instead of just buying fucking cart and holding it. So now we own cart, right? Have I ever texted and said sell it?
No.
I never will. That is not happening to me again. Yeah, Uber will never be sold. It will make my family generational wealth. And do I ever say that word?
No.
Because people who talk about generational wealth are too fucking stupid to build generational wealth. You don't know the first thing about generational wealth. People who talk about generational wealth have no generational wealth. People who set up funds for their children. I'm going to set up this for my children so they get dividends. You don't even get dividends.
Yeah, it's like
it's fucking ridiculous.
It's like a dream and a delusion in a way.
It is a delusion because you don't even own cart.
Yeah.
And when you did own cart, you sold it because it went up. That's why I don't have any Amazon, because I did have fucking Amazon and it went up 20% and I sold some
sold
to buy this, to roll it to this, to buy this. to put it in this and to do this instead of just fucking accumulating Amazon stage ones. And now when I teach that, what are we doing? Nothing. We're going to buy this. They quit Discord to go do something. So a guy will give them a bunch of things to do.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, the part, like right now, right now, it's just going up right now in Nvidia. And so the way you make money day trading is getting in a trade and then not selling it when it goes up. Let me see here. It's man, these things, these concepts are so easy that we take them for granted and we overlook it. And everyone puts way too much belief in their own thoughts and efforts that I have to do something, because that's how they get paid at work. You got to get up and go.
Yeah. Everyone's like so task oriented.
Yeah. I make money doing nothing.
Being patient.
Because any activity I do costs me money. I had to go out the door, get in the car, and pay for gas. I got to go or get on the computer. Every action costs money. No action costs no money.
Right,
So
like as soon as you leave the house, you're like down $100. You probably
be
gas.
honest. If you go to Target and 2 other stores, you're down 100 easy, right?
Oh, easy. Target, that's like thousands. I feel like you're already like in thousands if you go to Target.
Yeah, now
like
and you took and you took the day off, so you're not getting paid at work.
Yes,
right?
yeah. So if you like leave your house to go to the gym, now you're wasting gas to drive there. If you're low on gas, you're gonna put gas. You might stop and get an energy drink, or you might get a drink after, or you might buy food after. You might stop at the grocery store and get gas, and now you've already made like 4 purchases.
Right. And then you're like, oh, hey, I'm going to go work on my side hustle. Bitch, you ain't done shit all day. And now you're going to go home and think about it and then act like you got a side hustle. You know what I mean? Nobody has a side hustle. Most of the people I meet, they say they have a side hustle. You sleep more than you work. But if you go read on Elon, not you in particular, but if you go read Elon, Steve Jobs, or what's this dude's name from Nvidia? What's his name?
Jensen Wang.
Right. Do you think he does more than we do? Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then, but everyone I know goes, hey, man, you need to relax. Take a break, bro. What are you going to do on Saturday? You need to get a hobby. Everyone around you is designed to keep you functioning at a level 2.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, man, they don't even know they're doing it. They think they're helping you. That's the crazy part. So, yeah, in the future, whenever you meet stock people and they start talking generational wealth, just know this is the dumbest person in the room. Because rich people don't talk like that.
Yeah, you never hear. I've never heard any rich people talking about generational wealth.
Kathy Woods used to talk about it all the time, right? No, never. Warren Buffett doesn't talk about it. They're about it. They don't need to talk about it. They are about it.
They have it. They have it for generations.
Yeah, they don't need it. People who don't have it talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just confused.
Yeah, but what that talk does is it makes you feel like you're doing something. So now you're like, oh yeah, I'm part of the generation. No, you're not.
No, you're
not at all. Yeah. So anyway, it drives me crazy, man. Tim says I made the mistake going in.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's like going to Target.
Yeah, man, I could spend a lot of my fucking money. I'd be like, oh, I like this screwdriver. $47, goes in a drawer, never use it.
I stay in the car for Home Depot. I can't. I don't like going there. Just wait in the car.
That's how like you are to me. Grocery shopping, man. Come on, bro. Don't take me there, man. I can't go grocery shopping. If I do, you're not gonna like the trip because I'm not gonna stand next to you and walk around next to the basket. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna follow you, or I'm not gonna be the person running up there and get the thing and bring it back. Oh, hey, can you go get the, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't do that. Let's see. As a good mentor used to say, no money going out is the same as money coming in. Please correct me if I'm wrong with that quote. Thanks, Gerald Peters.
Yeah, that's why sometimes it's better to just not leave the house.
And what if you stayed home and made money? Anyways, check in on another stock, guys. I just told you how to get rich. I hope you do it this weekend. That is a cheat code I just gave you. For real. Let's see. Hold on, I wanted to show you this real quick.
This is how much I made this week owning a Subway franchise. And this is for the week December 11th to December 17th. So for my gross revenue, I made about $5,762.92. Keep in mind, this is before taking into account all of.
He made.
That's it? Selling food? Like he only made $5,000 a month?
That was adjusted gross. Now he's turning this thing around. Hold on. I want to show you something. I should have had it up while he was talking. Here, we'll let him talk for just a second. Yeah, I'm comparing this to the margin account. We have a franchise too, guys, and the franchise fee is very small. It's not a real franchise. I'm just talking. I'm using the comparison. What is an annual subscription to the second income stream?
$199.
That is our franchise fee. Right? Boom. Now, he working at a goddamn Subway, buying furniture, buying all the food, setting up the menus, doing all this stuff, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, coming in for people that didn't show up. And I bet he's got a little bit of money into this thing, right?
Yeah.
We'll let him keep talking just a second. I like this
and the discounts that came after the order. So my royalty payment will be dependent upon.
Oh, hold on. God damn it. Hold on, guys. I got so many screens going here.
DoorDash fees, the Uber Eats fees, the Post. It's $5,000.56, and this is after all the DoorDash fees, the Uber Eats fees, the Postmates, and all the third-party delivery fees. I like to keep that in touch with the numbers that I say because they matter. So that is after all of those expenses. All right, so my cost of goods was $1,235.81, which put me at 24% for my cost of goods, which if you've been following along my journey with all of these videos, my goal is to have it at 28% and below for my cost of goods, because the two most expensive things that we have for the restaurant industry is our labor and our cost of goods. So
do you have to pay taxes? Does he have to pay taxes?
So he made he owns a Subway and only took home $5,000
Yeah, I'm following 3 of these guys.
for
So
the
guys,
month.
no, that's just for the week. But he's going to break it.
I think he said the month he took home $5,000 for the
No,
month.
it should be for the week, but it could be for the month. But he's going to break it down, what those numbers mean. So in my franchise, the SIS program, I have 156,000. Only 130 of that technically is my money. Today's gains, how much were today's gains? $1,463, right? You see it there?
Right. Yeah.
All I've done today is talk to you.
Yeah, you just sat down.
Yeah, we just been bullshitting about stocks.
Woke up and sat down.
Yeah.
Basically.
That dude had to get in the car, drive his ass to Subway, open the door.
Manage all those people.
Yeah.
Make sure people are washing their hands so that people don't get sick from eating the food. Like there's so many things you got to worry about.
Yeah, I'm just worried you're going to show up for the show. That's it. Let's see. He's got the worries too. We all do, right? Let me see. Let's click here. You think that's 1 month? I
literally thought it said a month. That's
all right. So we'll do a month and then I'll do a week. So here's mine for the month. These are dividends, right? Not bad.
Yeah.
$9,198. That's on that account right there. The 150. So I'm 156,000 into my little franchise. It will pay me $9,000 this month, but and it was $1,600 last night. The next week will be 2,000, right? And some of these, I bet some of them aren't counted. I bet Group B. Well, maybe they are. I bet it's more than this, but let's say it's that. Yeah, let's get back to my friend here. This is another option, though, if you want.
especially in a slow time like December, is very beneficial for my profit margins. So my labor ran me $1,305.26, which put me at about 25% of how much I made. And that's a little bit.
How much is the interest, Gerald? You know, the interest rate. You have to pay interest, Jess.
I know.
You have to pay taxes and interest. Right. It's called a business, sir. Yes, you pay fucking tax. I don't even know why I get that question. It's the same question. Yeah, but I get it. They're not, I don't know, man. They're not used to owning a business, but let's go.
Higher than I usually do, but it was getting towards the holidays. I know some people were saving up for some things for their family. So I kind of allowed people to work even though my productivity was kind of low.
I don't allow that.
My labor was a little bit higher, but I'm not mad at it. I haven't been in my store any day throughout.
He said he lets his people work less because they got to buy shit.
No, I think he said that he knows that they have to buy shit. So even though the workload is low, he still lets his employees come into work so they can make money to buy gifts. That's how I took it. If you want to rewind it, he still lets them come in because he knows they have to buy gifts. Even though the workload's low, he still lets his employees come in.
So in other words, he needs to sit down and have time.
And then I think he was saying that he hasn't been in. I think he was finishing saying that he hadn't been in the store for the month since.
Let me tell you how this is going to go for him. If you give people money for not working and you don't show up.
I think that's what he said. I don't know if you want to rewind it.
How do you think this is going to play out for him? He is a fucking
They're just going to
idiot.
take advantage of him.
Matter of fact, he's doing them a disservice. They need leadership.
Yeah, he needs someone like D to help him manage it. Because if he's like you. Yeah, I know, guys, there's no work, but come in because you need to buy cash. That's something you would do.
I would, but guess what? When he got there, if there's no work at the subway, back here, we're doing something else. Come on in. You know that. I would have 3 things going out of that subway.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might be driving my Uber Blacks. You're like, what are we doing? You're going to drive tonight. Like, go around, pick up people. I mean, we'll see how. I've been following this guy. I don't see it ending well for him. I'm already making more money than he is just watching him. Now think on that. To me, it blows my mind, but it's giving me illustration to compare when people go, man, I don't know if I can put 25, and I'll go, bro, this guy put 150 in fucking Subway that he borrowed. Okay, that's risk. What this guy's doing is crazy to me compared to what we're doing in second income stream.
This week. So that's just fine at 25%. So for my royalty payment, it was $720.37.
He sends that to Subway.
My payment, which is the same every single week, is $750. And for my electric bill, which I kind of average out, it's about $200 a week, $800 a month. So $200 for that week. And then for extra miscellaneous things, knives, things that break, a whole bunch of little things that I have to save for, I set aside $100. And for the future loan payment for my future remodel that is actually coming up very soon, I set aside $350. And this left me with a grand total profit of $339.13. And again, I know I'm going to have everybody in my comments saying, oh my God, that's not that much money, da 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 da. This week I didn't work absolutely any. And also I said my productivity was pretty low because I was allowing a lot of my employees to, work their normal amount of hours when we weren't having normal amount of traffic. And I understand what that'll do, like from a business aspect of it, but honestly and truly, I don't need this money that bad. So I allowed my team to work as much as they wanted to because again, they have families, they have people they want to buy gifts for, all this other stuff.
Oh my God.
Kind of older, more mature.
Why would you say you don't need
that?
that?
They're just kids, so they
He's
have
not
things
in
they have
flow.
to buy for their family and all that good stuff. So I want to make sure they had enough hours to do that. And yes, my productivity did, take a hit from that. And also it's December, getting close to the holidays. A lot of people aren't even in town, and people that are in town is getting colder. They don't want to get out of their car to come in and get a sandwich all the time. So those are some of the reasons that my sales weren't that high. But honestly,
bro, how does he know that?
This people when it's cold outside, people don't want to leave. They don't want to eat and leave.
Yeah, they say that they won't get out of their car and come inside because it's winter.
But either way, they could still Uber Eats the Subway.
Right.
I don't know. I don't live in where it's fucking winter, so I don't know if I'm getting out of the car or not.
But
Because
when I drive by fucking Target, people are getting out of the car and
that's what I'm
going
saying.
inside.
I don't understand his rationale with the whole winter thing.
Right. So
Like
here's
in like here, I doubt the sales are more in the summer because the kids are out of school. Like I don't know.
yeah.
Like in
He's
the
dumb.
winter here, people are
he-
still going in to eat. I don't.
This is
I don't
what,
live where it's cold. Like I don't know.
but this is what people will do, because he probably heard that from a restaurant guy.
Because I know, like, ice cream places, like some Dairy Queens and shit up north, like in New Jersey and like Wisconsin and shit, they close in the winter because, like, and no one, like, we're in Delaware at my sister's college, the ice cream place was only open from May to like October. It wasn't open in the winter.
Yeah, mine would be,
And I was just like,
because we have Wi-Fi.
I don't get why, you don't want to eat ice cream. Like, these stores literally close in the winter. Like, people don't eat the ice cream in the winter.
I would only hire Hooters girls,
I don't get it.
and we
Like,
would
no
sell
one
ice
goes
cream.
and gets ice cream in the winter, it's just a summertime thing up north?
Yeah. No, mostly they do these things, but a lot of this shit is just accepted. So when you buy the restaurant, they tell you, listen, December, terrible. It's like, hey, fuck you. Let me have a December. I might have a great December. Matter of
Right.
fact, we have a December promotion.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
we're so into fucking December that, but people do this in everything. You watch Discord come Christmas. You watch, everyone is on this fucking matrix walk where they tell you where
Yeah.
to be, what to celebrate, and what time we start. And it's like,
Yeah,
fuck
like,
you.
when I
Yeah.
would visit my family, like, in the summers growing up, like, as a kid in New Jersey, like, we'd only go to the Carvel during the summer, or, like, the ice cream palace thing was
Yeah.
only open. I was just so confused, like,
Right. Because
because even if it's
they're on the
cold,
matrix
just because
path.
even if it's cold out, I would still see myself eating the same food.
Right. You know the best time to go to like Disneyland? When everybody's at fucking work.
Right, during the week.
You and your kid go in light winter Tuesday afternoon on a warm day, and you go and there's nobody there. That's
Yeah.
when you go. The time to buy stocks is when all your friends don't know about it. So when Bitcoin ran up here and everybody, hey, I'm gonna buy Bitcoin. Man, I don't know about buying Bitcoin here. Like, you got to get on the other side of the transaction. That's, life is an illustration to this. So when you show up and it's crowded, you think, God damn, we should have done this when it wasn't crowded. That's what I think. Other people don't. They just stand in line. I'll go home. I'm not waiting in fucking line for almost anything. Like, what is so amazing on the other side of this that we're going to wait in line? Or if I do, I got to start looking at stocks. I'm going to probably start day trading fucking Bitcoin. I mean, I can't just stand in line. It has to be amazing. Now, there are certain bands. I might do that. But even then, I'll be working in line. And it amazes me how many people are just standing there like, we're all just standing here doing nothing. And they just came from home doing nothing. And now they're spending money here doing nothing. And then they're going to go home and rest from doing nothing. And then they'll take Sunday off doing nothing, spending money. And then on Monday, they're like, man, I got to make some money. Dude. But that's not us, obviously, not every people. But if it sounds like you, fix it. Only a couple places open for ice cream in the winter. Yeah, that means we will get all the sales. And I would put a sign outside that says, what dipshit doesn't like ice cream in the winter?
Yeah, like, you can sell, like, coffee and hot chocolate. Like,
have you
people
ever
drink
had- yeah.
coffee at all hours. At least in Miami, like.
Yeah. And you could be, I mean, dude, depending on how far you want to take this shit, you could make sayings like, are you cold? And then tell them what would make them warm by coming inside, Or, I mean, just play, I don't know.
Yeah.
Man. Just
You could, I don't know. Yeah, you could just sell coffee and hot chocolate. I mean, you could sell coffee and hot chocolate in the summer too. You sell the same shit.
Yeah, but why open a margin investing account? I mean,
Yeah.
if you have to pay interest or, I mean, like, these are the things people get hung up on. It's like, man, they just accept it as bad. Like, I get this all the time. Why do I want to do it if I have to pay taxes? I'm like, who told you that? Where did that come in your brain?
You pay taxes to go to when you go to work.
That's what I'm saying. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
No one's ever going to me, Gerald, I was going to get this. I applied for this job, man. And damn, I realized they were in take taxes out. No one has ever said that to me. But whenever I talk about the assist and second income, I'm showing them a way. You're gonna make money, dude. Thousands of dollars a month. I don't know, man. I gotta pay tax on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you keep all of this,
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
you've got to pay taxes.
and then we'll spend 30 fucking minutes on that, and they're not asking me which
Yeah.
the best way to maneuver and to beat erosion. Yeah, that's why I get mad.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not asking the
I
right
did not work
questions.
at all
Yeah.
this week. Where I'm at the point where I'm not really working in my store. I kind of
Oh
come
my
in, check
God.
on things, and then put down fires as they happen. But I'm not working that much. So
Mm.
again, good week. I appreciate everybody that's rocking with me. If you like the content, leave a like.
That was a good week. He
He
made
made $300 and didn't work at all.
Yes,
So
That
that's
was
a
a-
good week.
that was a
How
good week.
about how you make 3,000 a week? Like why aren't you selling? You should be selling more sandwiches. 5 grand a month in sandwiches seems like nothing. I'm pretty sure he said he made like 5,400 gross per month. Like why aren't you
Mm.
selling more sandwiches?
Right. This is why when people look at me and they're talking to me about their idea or their business thing, I'm just thinking, bro, I make more than that doing nothing. You have to elevate this conversation. You can't talk to me about things that make $8 unless there's a way to sell thousands of them and we're not there, or they're rolling in all the time. But for us to go in and physically do all of this shit to make $8, yeah. I don't even know how people are bartenders. Like I watch my friends that are bartenders. I'm just like, Jesus, dude. Instead of just doing it, you should read a book. Let me see. This is his page. There's another guy that I watch on the Subway stuff. I'll look for him while we're doing the check back on Nvidia. So I made more than he did at that store all week on this Nvidia trade while we were watching his video. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm up $184. So I made half of what he made owning that Subway for a week while we watched that video on my E-Trade thing here. So this is where it'll fuck up your mindset when it comes to money. And people are like, oh, this will be great. And I go, how much you making? And they're like, $55,000 a year. You gotta go every day, huh?
Like even though that he made some money, he barely worked that month or that week.
Mm-hmm.
He's still liable, like for the
That's it. The risk liability.
he still has liability for if the place is clean, if the people are washing their hands, if the ice is clean, like if the food, like everything's clean, like making sure just that, like sanitary. Now
Mhm.
what if the fucking employee goes to smoke a cigarette and now the building caught on fire or some shit by accident?
And on fucking YouTube, you're going, I don't even come here.
Yeah.
And so something happens and someone dies at your store, and the fucking prosecutor, they on the other side, they go, oh, he didn't even go there. You said right here, sir, on YouTube, you don't even go to your store.
Yeah.
And they're going to think it's as dumb as I thought. And that's why that person got sick.
Yeah, so my thing is, okay, you're not going to your store. Well, now where's your next Subway store? Like you should be focused on scaling if your business is going so well now.
He is. He has others.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's a baller. He's a baller, balling out, doing these bits. So like
but maybe he's not a baller. Maybe he's balling from YouTube and then just
that's what
the
I'm
Subway.
saying. Yeah, and it's interesting. He made 3-4. He's trying to get where you got 20 or 30 stores. You're making thousands a week on each store.
Yeah.
Right now you're doing some shit, and then you have someone in between you and that actually running in it. But here's what people don't realize: the people that make lots of money never approach it as, I'm not going to go there and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to they're not talking like that.
Yeah, like people that own it go there more than they have to.
Yeah,
They go overboard to make sure everything's perfect. Like when you turn the house over from the one renter to another, you go overboard to make sure it's perfect. You don't just you don't just not show up and let the old renter just hand the key to the new renter without looking at the fixing the apartment.
That's what
or
I
the
mean
house.
when I meet the people with the 20-minute a day trading. It's not a fucking thing, dude.
2 bars per
For
sell.
you, if you're a loser and want to trade like that, but I'm talking about me as a master trader trying to get rich, that's not a fucking thing in my head. Like I'm actually hurting me talking to you because you're wanting to function at such a low level that I don't even want to talk to you. There's people for you. Dave Ramsey will work for you. I love Dave Ramsey. He'll get you out of debt, and that's where you need to stay, sir. Out of debt.
Yeah,
done.
he might not really, because if you got 100 grand in debt,
Yeah, and it's not fair for me to get mad at you.
His plan is just to pay the debt off first. Well, what if you don't know how to make money, or your job doesn't pay? Like, you're gonna be
Right.
stuck in the paying off debt phase for a million years if you follow the Dave Ramsey way. Some people,
Right.
if they have that much debt and they don't know how to increase their income or
It
how,
would,
like,
yes.
so
And
you're
I love Dave.
literally,
I love
yeah,
Dave for what Dave does. Some people need Dave. And I'll tell people that. I say, bro, listen, you can't do what I'm doing. Appreciate you want to. It costs too much for you. Like, I got the money. No, I mean, in life, there's no, we do it all the time. It's always in my brain, you know? Here we go. Let's look. Now, yeah, I'm up about $3,000 or $4,000 this week in Nvidia as a trade.
wow.
I've been day trading in it every day. Now look at these candles here. I've been day trading every day since it broke the box. I was looking to get on the short side. And look what happened right off the bat, right?
Yeah.
On this day where the arrow is, I held it over. Sometimes I'll hold my day trades, which means they're not actually a day trade. Boom. Now what? We published here with Tim. Remember that I put a note out. I think on this day right here, I put a note out and said I would jump it. I would get ahead of this move. Now, I don't want people doing that when you just started trading. I mean, you're gonna fuck up a lot if you do that. There's a reason. Let's God damn my brain.
Hey, look at me.
All right. Here we are. Can you see my the church?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool, man?
Yeah, it's so cool.
I've been going up there and watching it. There's a couple scenes. I'm like, I got to get one of these on my house. Like this machine. I was telling Nathan, I got to get one that shoots on his house. He gets one that shoots on mine.
Yeah.
And mine will just be MFG and stock shit.
That'll be so cool.
You think they tell me to take it down?
I don't think so.
Like it showed a chart and it was, you know what I mean? Like
no, it's just lights.
Right. Let's see. I can't believe only 12 likes on this. Let's see.
Yeah, that's
right here. Oh, there's a little more on this one. So this is the chart I sent out. And I said, back in the box. Notice what I don't talk a lot about volume. You see that those bars right there and how it goes down.
Yeah.
That's the setup. If you see that where you had a big drop and volume starts dropping, but price is going sideways.
And then a bunch of people come in and start buying.
Yeah. And what
or
you're
selling
seeing,
if it went down.
Yeah. So you're seeing the numbers of people transacting are going less and less and less, you know?
Yeah.
It's usually a good setup for it to break out one way or the other. And then when it broke the box, I'm like, okay, here we go. It's either going down at that point or up. And so the next day is really my confirmation. And the way to get a hold of that, I get ahead of that. I was doing it day trading. You don't have to be
also the MACD
trader.
ticked up. The MACD ticked up too for the first time.
Which you're talking about the histogram, right?
Yeah, the MACD histogram, sorry.
Yeah, we don't even use the lines anymore. But I meet a lot of people that still do. And so let me see if I can do it this way. I meet people nowadays who oh, my screen moved over. Okay, because it's on Substack. Anyway, that was a note I put out. I know you're probably busy, didn't have time to read the note. If you did read the note and made thousands of fucking dollars, we're right here now. You remember I was texting you? Was it not during the? Yeah, I think it was in the aftermarket. I was texting you saying I held it over, and then I go, it's up another dollar, another dollar, another dollar. And I had a lot of shares, and I was like, dude, you're being a little risky here because that fucker could open down 10% too. I mean, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I've been trading 24 years, and I still went in and way downsized my risk. And if it would have opened down that far, it wouldn't have hurt. I mean, I'd be all right.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
But that's just a stupid way to trade. You know, just because you have money, you don't do stupid. But what a lot of people do, well, I have a small account, so I can't do that. And it's like, you have a small account, so you have to be stupid. I'm not understanding what you mean. You know, it's like, no, just do the right thing consistently. The money will come to you. Yeah, we're gonna ride that up all the way to 147. You know, I mean, I think is that what you're thinking? That's the swing trade.
Yeah, that's a swing trade.
That's a swing trade. A day trade is the fractal nature of this. So if you 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bar, if you were to take that and let's break that down to say a 30-minute chart. Man, look at these waves.
Wow.
Oh my God, dude, look at this. Hold on. This is why I'm obsessed with fucking dojis. February 3rd. Come on, man. Man, look.
Was Monday? Yeah.
That was Monday, huh?
Yeah.
I am a goddamn beast. So we're tracking this. We're tracking this. And I'm waiting. It breaks the box. On that break, on a 30-minute chart, it does a fucking doji. On an extreme RSI, the overall direction of the stock market is up, right?
Yeah.
We're bullet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could
It goes up
conclude,
70%.
Yeah, I would go ahead and conclude Nvidia is not going into a fucking bear market all by itself. That is not happening, right? It's too big a stock, man. So we put that on there, and we don't believe what, you know, I have that philosophy. I don't believe what anyone says, man. Right?
Right.
You've
Everyone's
heard-
full of shit. No one knows shit.
No one knows shit. So when this Chinese company who just came out with a software that could, I don't know, apparently they just changed the whole world. Fuck you. I don't believe that for a second. Now, that hurt me in COVID. When COVID hit, we got a signal go short. I didn't take it. We had gone straight up for 4 years. I'm done buying insurance. You know, I was like, fuck it. There's no way they're going to shut the government down. There's no way. I've been through 5 of these viruses from China, mad cow disease, you know, and every time it played out, you should take the other side of that, you know? And just like the Japanese yen thing, when we woke up and everything was down huge, you should buy that immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
They're lying to you. This is not exactly how it was. Something they're saying is not true. And yet people will believe that shit, man. But anyway, what you should have believed is the money flow. Price stops basically where it stopped before it goes fucking doji. And that was the very bottom. That fucking doji on a 30-minute chart. And now it's gone straight up, man.
Perfect.
114 to 129. Look where it's stopping now. And you're right on that 200, huh?
Yeah, right there.
Right there. Man, this is, and everybody's worried about the goddamn Super Bowl.
I only know about the Super Bowl because of you. Like, there was this weekend because you.
That's the way it should be. The only reason I give a shit is that a friend who's in a Super Bowl commercial, he flew down here for it. So he's making money off the Super Bowl. He's not spending money. Right. And so I want to make money off it. So I'm watching and I go, what company is that? Like, because the companies that buy commercials, you can go and look, historically have like so much percent they run in the following. I'm not going to just go in there and buy all of them, but I could lay the 6 that are on there. If you take your peanut fucking brain for a second and watch the commercials, not that difficult. And when they come up, write the fucking things down in your notebook right here. Okay. Well, I already, guess what? I'm in New Orleans. Guess where the Super Bowl is?
New Orleans.
How could I know what companies are here? I mean, you get what I'm saying? I can go look.
Yeah.
They're right up here. They got fucking trucks outside. It said Procter and Gamble. Right over here, there's a truck over here. It said fucking Chevron something. Executive.
Yeah, Chevron.
And I go, hey, man, you drill for oil? Like I'm joking with him. And he goes, no. He looked at me and he goes, oh, no. We work on the seismic something at Chevron. Really? Now they're trying to walk away. I'm following them. Where are you guys going? And he looks back. He goes, we're for the Super Bowl. Cool. Now I'm going to follow them. I like today I'm going to go out and do that. I'm going to look for companies. I'm going to look for people. There's executives here.
Wow.
There's executives here. There's very rich people that are here. The tickets are like $17,000 or whatever, some shit.
Jesus.
Yeah. All the poor people are going to watch it on TV. The rich people are here. And the reason they're here is to network. They don't give a fuck about football.
Yeah.
They're here to meet.
Some.
Yeah. Now, some of them may be here to watch it, but a lot of them are here to write off their fucking business. So they'll come here and do the thing, but they're really just having meetings,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You might have secret meetings if you're an oil company. You don't want to do it when everybody's watching. If you go to the Super Bowl, the company's at Super Bowl. No, we're here to have a secret meeting that people won't be, see. But anyway.
They're really saying they're having a meeting.
Corporations have secret meetings. People don't know that. Let's see.
What's up, Sana?
Could be a spy for the Well Squad.
Could
What do you
be.
think? That's why they
know.
said. That's why Chris sends Michael to my
I don't
house
think
all the
so.
time.
I don't
He
think
sends
so.
Michael to my
Yeah,
house
that-
all with a secret camera, and they'll be filming what they're looking for. A stock ticket.
Did you make sure he wasn't wearing a wire the whole time?
Yeah. Oh, first thing you know when they come in, hey man, how you doing? He came in, and I was like, yeah. I was like, don't even look at the white. Do not take a picture of that whiteboard. He's like, you already know I did, G. He when we sat down, we did some. We went. He told me how he picks stocks.
Do we even want to know, or is it gross?
Think about that. I mean, guy's a professional. He does it for a living. He's becoming an actor because he's made enough money to trade options to work as an actor. And so he learned from me chart reading. So when he comes in, I go, ask him how you do this process 6 seconds. Well, it's a course. Like he just sits down and shows me. Thanks for coming. Or I could watch fucking TV and make no money. Or I could have a friend come over, learn. He tells me what he does. Now I know how to do it, right? Yeah. People are just functioning on a lower level. Now, someone say maybe they're like, well, I'm not in Wells Fargo. I want to meet this motherfucker. I could go. I want to talk to him about how to pick fucking stocks. Now, I invited people. Michael is a good stock picker, dude. So if I know you,
yeah, he's good,
and I can spend an hour with you, what else would you be doing? Honestly,
asking him how he picks stocks.
Than getting to spend an hour with Michael Crow, and he pays for the beer.
Wow, someone's finally buying you drinks.
Yeah, that's how leveraged I got it. You fly to me, you buy me drinks, and you tell me how to do it. That's the best way. Now, you can't get to that level until you've made people money. I've made him a lot of money, so he'll do that. My point is that's out of respect, but he was also coming for work. But while he's here, right, he's going to he leveraged his trip. Dude, he
he was going there for work.
And then trying to hang out with me. You've done that. Is that do while for sleeping? And the first night I'm like, bro, you better go home, man. You ever heard the Cardi B song, Motorsport?
Yeah.
He's like, you know what is this? A lace blunt, bro. You need to go home now while you can, And he laughs. I'm like, okay. Well, he's just trying to. Every time I'm ordering a drink, he's ordering a drink.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, and then after I looked at him and I was like, man, you need to go. I could see it on his face,
Oh my god. Yeah.
He handled business, so he's young. He's in great shape, man. Next day he comes in. We were gonna do our thing, and I got on the DM because she was tired. We were all tired. We stayed up, It was Anthony's birthday. We're hanging out, and he comes in. I could see it on him, And then Dan I told Dan, I said, hey, you better go upstairs with all this tired shit. I got to get pumped, man, because we're about to do a video.
Yeah.
So I'm putting, music on. I'm trying to find which song's gonna pump me, man. I'm slamming Red Bulls. I'm trying to get in the woo. Let's go. No, I'm tired.
Yeah.
As soon as the door open, Mike comes in. I'm thinking he'll be pumped. He goes, God damn, I'm tired, man.
Oh no.
I was like, go.
Have I ever said that to you?
No,
Like,
I was like, go get upstairs with her. Get out of here.
No, I don't think I've ever said that once while we were hanging out. I don't think I've ever told you I was tired.
Everyone,
or the next day,
everyone does.
Or the next day said, "Man, I'm really tired."
They all
We've
do.
never said that.
I know. Is Skylar on here?
We've never said that.
Yeah, almost every. Yeah, there's Skylar. What's up? Almost everyone to hang out, and the next day they'll come up to me. Damn, I'm tired, bro.
Yeah, we don't say that.
What do I say? I'm not.
Oh yeah, we never say we're tired.
Yeah, I never. Even if I was, I wouldn't tell you. That's how.
Even if I was.
I'm not hungry. You hungry? I'm not hungry. You cold?
Yeah, I'll tell you if I'm hungry, but I'm not. I'm never tired.
But around other men, bro, you will be cold before I am. I'll never look at a man and go, man, it's cold out here. Because if a guy does that to me, almost immediately I call, I have a word for him. And they'll look at me and I go, are you cold? I don't like, because I think this is all mental shit. I understand this is nonsense. I get this. But it as a trader, as an investor, as an entrepreneur, as a person trying to, just a fucking person who has a job, you got to be tough, dude. You got to get up, man. Let's go. You need to be the guy when everybody goes, you tired? Oh, you guys are, all you guys tired? How fucking weak are you? Because what that does to men is like, imagine you have a football team. We're in here playing. Do you think when they're going into Super Bowl, the guys are going to be like, man, I don't know, man. Like, no, get it. Let's go. Get it going. That's all mindset. Do you know any asset, digital or physical, new to the channel so far? I don't know what he's saying. I think he's asking, do I do more than one thing? Yeah, we track about 200 different stocks. I think we got like 17 swing trades open. I don't know, man. I day trade everything. Listen, look at what Richard said. Yeah. See, Richard mows yards. He's out in the hot and the heat. You know what I mean? So I would be mowing yards, man. And guys like, God damn, it's hot. You hot? I wish it was fucking hotter. And I'll just say that with both. I wish it was hotter. But point being is I'm just not going to let this bother me. Because if you do this all fucking day long, guess what happens? It's hard to get out and do your goddamn business. It's hard to be a salesman, especially if it's hard to be a motivational speaker if all fucking day you've said negative things. You know?
Yeah.
And now I get it. There's, that. I get tired. I pass the fuck out. I get cold like everybody else. I can be cold and just tell myself I am not cold. And we got to practice this because most people.
You actually go to bed? I thought you just stayed awake. You actually go to
sometimes
bed
I do.
and pass out?
Last night, I don't know. I'm in trouble right now. I passed out eating ice cream. It just melted everything. I forgot I was not. I was looking at charts. I wasn't drunk or anything. I was just tired. I've been up for 2 days.
Were you in bed?
Yeah, you know how I have my charts out. I have my pad and my thing. I have all my stuff. Next thing I know, it's 4 a.m. And I woke up and I'm like, what is? I had something up and it was the ice cream. I'd only took one bite out of the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
And so it sit there and melted. And then when I turned over, it just poured out.
Oh, so you slept with your ice cream, bro?
Not intoxicated. I was not
You need,
drunk.
dude. That's some sleep apnea shit at its
Yeah,
finest.
but you know I have a
You
sleep
need to go to the
disorder.
doctor, dude. You're sleeping in your ice cream that you fell asleep eating. It's not even funny.
No, you're missing the big picture.
No, you fell asleep eating your ice cream, bro.
No, I fell
That's-
asleep looking at
and then
charts
and
because
then
I've been up.
No. You were eating your ice cream and you fell asleep eating it and you spooned with it till 4 a.m. Woke up covered in
That's how
sticky
committed I
ice cream. To your ice cream. You woke up, dude. You passed out eating your ice cream.
Now watch, D's gonna come in, so I'm gonna pull my speaker thing off. Oh, I want her to tell you.
No, you spooned with your melted ice cream, bro, till 4 a.m.
Oh, here I'm gonna type some. Let's see. Did she can hear you, Jess? Did I pull thing out? I was telling him I'm so dedicated to work. I fell asleep eating ice cream.
No, dude, it's called you have sleep apnea and fell asleep eating your ice cream and then spooned it till 4 a.m. like a kid woke up all sticky,
I had
covered in
charts.
your.
I had charts in my. I had
Dude,
two pads and ice cream
nah,
outside.
don't even tell us. No, we
Yes,
already know.
It gets worse. So he fell asleep, stopped breathing. I roll over and tell him to.
We have a live audience.
I know to breathe, and he had a tray of food on his chest.
Oh my god!
You did. You had the leftovers from Vampire Cafe on your chest.
Dude, you need to go to the doctor.
And then
That's
4 o'clock this morning.
Guess why? Because I've been
wakes
up
me
with Michael Crow.
Yeah, wakes me
Dude.
up 4 this morning, being very nice, putting covers back over me, and all of a sudden I'm like, what the hell is on this? Yeah. And then he's like, oh,
See what happens when you hang out with the Wells Squad?
crap. And I was like, and then I find out it was ice cream and it's all over.
Loves
the
me
carpet.
woke up.
So I spent the last hour across the street because my watch is too small to watch.
Jesus Christ, Gerald! You need to go to the doctor.
He's in Ben and Jerry's.
You're falling asleep while eating is like textbook. You need to get your ass to the
The
doctor.
Bourbon Street?
No,
For the
to
Super
the
Bowl
doctor. To the
Man.
doctor.
What's wrong with you guys?
No, you are banned. He is banned now.
What the stop?
You're not allowed to eat in bed, bro.
He got banned from pens a long time ago.
Mhm.
So now he's banned from eating in bed. But we have our Mardi Gras supplies are coming.
Or what?
Mardi Gras supplies.
Okay.
So
Man.
Dude, you're fucking hilarious.
The
Dude, spooning with your food and melted ice cream all night. Did you sleep well? Did it feel good?
pads covered in ice cream.
Oh my god, dude, you need to go to the doctor.
And guess what? Before cleaning and doing that, I checked the price of Bitcoin because I had the pad in my hand. That's a mental disorder, right? That's a problem.
So you fell asleep with your food and then you
No,
fell
but I
asleep
checked
again.
the price of Bitcoin before cleaning.
Oh yeah.
While awake, while I'm there, once I realize what's happened, let me check Bitcoin first. Well, squad lace 2 feet ice cream. Anyway, that's the kind of shit can happen with me if you hang out and talk stocks. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that was a real event, man.
Dude, you're fucking hilarious.
Now that one was
I knew something happened because when I texted you last night, you didn't reply. I
Yeah.
didn't know you were spooning with your ice cream though. That's
I
fucking
fell
hilarious.
asleep like a
You're
pregnant
like,
woman
oh,
eating
this
ice cream.
feels this feels so good. It's all cold and wet.
Here's the bad part. I only took one bite.
Dude, I'm not even surprised.
That's how
What?
tired. You
One
said,
time
"No,
you
not-
told me-
don't
one
take
time
this
it's-
whole thing up there. You're not that awake, dude."
One time you told me it took you you were eating the same sandwich for 4 hours because you kept falling asleep eating it.
Because I'll wake up and continue on with what I was doing.
Yeah, that's
Fall back asleep.
that's textbook sleep apnea.
Right.
Like, you can get your ass to the doctor.
Right. Oh no, all MFG, they want to go back to the hotel and get some rest. That's not how we rest, man. If you didn't get
Yeah, you can't rest because you rest for you spooning with your
Yeah.
fucking food.
ice cream, man. Yeah. That's
Ew.
so funny. That's so funny. One night I was with the professor, and I don't remember. It was late. Me and him. And he doesn't drink or anything. Of course, I am. And I was like, "Hey, let's get some shit." And he's like, "It's 3 in the morning." Like, I know. Take it. I was going to take it back with me, and he didn't want to eat in bed at night. And to him, that was an unusual thing. I was like, "You don't do that, No, that's just me. I like to eat in bed."
Yeah, you clearly can't handle it though.
No, I'm clearly out of control.
Yeah, clearly
The
you can't
sad
even
thing
stay
is,
away.
here's the sad thing is I wasn't drunk, so that's not an excuse.
We know you weren't
Yeah,
drunk. It's called sleep
and I didn't even
apnea.
eat the fucking ice cream. That's the worst part.
Yeah, no one cares if you were drunk. That'd be really weird. Sleep apnea is your fucking breathing's way more important than if you're drunk. So you need to go to the doctor, pal.
I know. I'm on it.
Like now you're spooning with ice cream at night. Everyone, Gerald spoons at night with his ice cream and lets it melt over. He likes it.
Oh, it's like ice cream.
He
Uber.
does spoon. He does
He
spoon
does spoon. I do spoon from time to time.
with ice cream.
And if you'll sign up for a 3-year in Discord, I'll spoon with you with ice cream. Man, this is pretty nice here on Uber. Can we see it? You're in Uber, right?
Yeah.
Man, we broke through. So last week we had been adding to Uber. What's so funny, man?
Dude, you fucking
We're gonna stay on the ice cream.
I can't. You're gonna hear about this for the next 3 days.
I know. I don't know how.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Now here's what. Daniel gets it though. He gets it. Still make more money spooning with his ice cream with my girl. Absolutely. See, you're in there spooning with your wife. You ain't gonna make no money, bro. Better get the ice cream and some charts. Man. Yeah, you might get your own bedroom too if you keep doing it my way.
Yeah, seriously. Ice cream and iPads all over the place, fucking lettuce from your sandwiches.
That conversation was great, I'm sure. You can imagine. Oh man, Gerald,
Oh my god.
Yeah. You can know that was a fun 4 a.m.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did the sheet change happen at 4 a.m.?
Yeah. I mean
My god.
You know my wife. That was great times.
Oh my god.
After you're sneaking in at 4 a.m. for being out partying with your friends in the Wolf Squad. Yeah.
Now you're changing sheets. Like if you just peed in the bed or some shit.
No, not
except
the
you
sheets, the expensive top cover, not the sheets.
Oh, okay.
The one that I'm always afraid I'll get something on. Ice cream everywhere. It's like a $500 cover covered in ice cream. Not normal ice cream either. It had chocolate in it and all kind of shit. So it was like, yeah. What is this? Brittany? Oh, Brittany. I was trying to think. I know you because that's the way it read. Gerald, hope you are well. Enjoy Super Bowl weekend, making connections. Hope to run into you again. Yeah, I ran into her and her husband here in the French Quarter. And guess what I did? Brought them home, meet the end. And that always go, sometimes that goes well. And then we partied for a while. They were cool people. That's New Orleans, though. You can meet cool people here, and Dan always loves that. I did it again yesterday too. I met a kid who was a sound engineer, and with Michael Crow. So when I sent Michael home, I started hanging out with this kid who's a sound engineer, and I go, "When you say sound engineer, you record shit?" And he's like, "Yeah." "What are you drinking, man?" "I happen to need one, especially one that'll work free."
Oh my god.
I have a delivery, but I told him I was blind. Brittany says, "You've changed my life. Thank you so much." Absolutely. Yeah, they're cool people, man. Yeah, nothing better, man. I love doing that. You know that, meeting people, hanging out that love the money flow. Uber killed earnings, and Bill Ackman said he has $2 billion in Uber. You got it?
Wow.
$2 billion. He started buying early January. Bill Ackman should. So if you hit the bill, if you're listening, hit that damn QR code up there. and get on the Peters report, staying one step ahead of the market, and you would have been in much sooner than January. That goes for you guys too. Let's see. Hey, Britton, if you guys are in the quarter, hit me up, man. I'll be out walking around. I just walk around looking for free drinks, man. It works. I can do that, but I don't. I usually try to be the one buying them. So that's cool. Bill Ackman's on our side on the Uber trade. Uber and Delta Airlines have also partnered.
Oh shit.
Man, I'm trying to explain this to people about Uber. People they're sleeping on fucking Uber. Uber will sell insurance, groceries. It will do everything. This is just, Uber's not even about rideshare. It's about mental
The software.
collective of the software that is all on our phone and we're all connected. And people are up a few bucks and selling it. You dumb people. Now, I'm not talking trading. You get an account where you trade Uber. But over here, man, just buy fucking stage ones and never sell it. That will be your play.
Definitely.
Now, when you hear that, sometimes people hear and they go, never sell it. But don't people want to sell their assets?
It just gather value.
Real estate developers in New York City, they're not buying the real estate because they want to live in it.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat.
Nice. That said it all right there, right?
Yeah.
That let's see. Check in on Nvidia is at $28.50. There we go. So we got that. We covered. Oh, sorry, I don't have it on. Let me check Bohr and we'll get out of here, man. We didn't cover many stocks today. We did discover I have a sleeping disorder.
Yeah, we knew that, but you need to
Yeah,
go to
we
the
knew
fucking
that.
doctor.
Yeah, I don't know if everyone knew that. They do now. Let's see. Oh, we're going tonight. Would love to grab a drink or tomorrow too. Yeah. Hey, you guys hit me up when you're roaming around. And Mike can get Deanne to go too.
Yeah, if you're lucky. After she cleaned up your ice cream at 4 a.m.
Would it be lucky? Would it be? I don't know. Maybe.
What if she just started licking it? Just licked it off you instead of cleaned it. You would have liked it.
That's usually not wives right there. That's fantasies. That's something else. That's lucky. The Oxy's looking to set up again. Let's check. Where do you think this Uber's going though? Before we get off here, where do you think this Uber's going?
At least $100, but 86.
Okay, we're at least
for
back
the
to
chart.
Yeah,
yeah.
Would you buy here?
No.
Yeah, I think you've missed the trade. Not say that's not us saying we don't think it goes higher. It's just
you missed the entry.
Yeah, you missed.
Now is when you're looking to take profits if you're like short-term trading it.
Damn, where'd you learn all this?
Some guy that spoons his ice cream online.
Some fucking dude passed out with ice cream.
Dude, I wish I could have saw that. Taking a picture, posting in Discord. See, he does spoon, but with his ice cream.
Bohr needs Trump to say something about drilling. Now we're going to be good. I'll hit you up tonight. Looking forward to seeing you. Hell yeah. $3.32 is right back to the low. I will be in there buying today. So it's those were our two. If you're on the trade of the week, hey, I know having 20 cents a day could be a lot to invest in winning stocks. But I mean, if you just got on with this, we put out Nvidia right at the bottom, and you should have made all your money back from your subscription, don't you think?
Yeah.
And now we got the whole rest of the year. It's going to be nice, man. We've had some big winners, man. But I think I heard someone say about Uber down near about $60 to buy. Yeah, matter of fact, my lowest buy was $14 on Uber. So
Wow. Yeah, I remember that way back when, like in 2022.
right. So if you're into generational wealth, instead of talking about it, buy stocks and hold them. That's it. That's generational wealth.
What about Lyft? Do you think that'll build generational wealth?
No. That doesn't mean I don't want to own the stock. I like the
Yeah.
stock. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I think it'll be merged with something else. That's what's going to happen. I really thought Elon was going to buy this thing, man. You got a beautiful breakout, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've got about $25,000 invested in Lyft.
Nice.
I don't plan to sell it. I do trim around it on that one. I don't do that on Uber because my fear in Uber, I'm trying to buy I'm trying to buy a large enough and have enough that if I'm right, it makes a difference. Like
Yeah.
it buys an apartment building or
So you do have Uber in more than one account or just that one
yeah,
account?
I have 3 accounts
Oh, okay.
because there's times where you just don't have money and over here I got $400 and I can't get it out of here because it's a fucking tax sheltered account. I can't buy it. So they're all the same to me. Sometimes people they're segregated because they do different things, but sometimes people will treat the number of people that been in the MFG for 2 years, and when we talk about their 401k, they're not fucking sure what the fuck it's in. And you've been in the MFG 2 years. And we're just gonna go past that. But they want to talk about fucking CIS or stage 1 thing. I'm like, bro, you don't even know what the fuck your 401k is in. Why don't we back up, man? So it's a whole life thing. What are you reading?
Me?
Yeah. Your
A
eyes
text?
are looking at that. You're reading text on right now during the show?
Just one?
From who?
My brother?
Oh my God. You cannot read from
He was
family.
asking if I wanted food.
Oh my God.
I gotta eat. I can't not reply to a text about food.
Well, you shouldn't even have seen it unless you text him about food. Oh my goodness. She's bored, guys. We're going to have to go now.
Oh my God.
Jessica needs to eat.
Wow.
We need to go anyway. We're wrapping up.
Yeah. You gotta go clean up the rest of that ice cream off the floor. It's probably
That's
still,
that's why I'm pointing out your text.
it's probably in the cracks of your freaking iPad, and you're about to go lick it you're gonna lick it when we hang up, and you're gonna ooh, that still tastes good from last night.
Yeah. All right, man. That's all we got. Nvidia's off. If you're not on the Peters Report Substacks, man, get on it, man. Let's go out with a little Michael Saylor. Hey, hold up for a second. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm not calling it.
Currency. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor.